Side Yard Skunk Works coming at you again. Got a little tongue tied there. Sorry about that. I want to cover a couple of things today. We're back here on the old 1-ton. Yeah, I've got a pretty big lid on there to keep the sun off the head. Hair getting a little thin on top, so I tend to burn. Anyway, what you're looking at right here is the cowl panel off of the truck, which covers the wiper linkage and has vents to blow into your heater. And I want to show you first how to take the antenna off one of these things. This is on the older stuff, not the newer stuff. Some of the newer stuff's the same way. If you notice, the antenna's broken off, and so we're going to take that out since we're body working the truck anyway. So it's real simple. It has a nut on top. Just take that nut loose, and it just screws off. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Same score as everything else on these old trucks. Once it's off, you have a washer that's angled so that it sits right. And then it's got a little flipper thing on the bottom here. If you notice, I can hold it up like that and it holds. But you take it down, and this one's stuck real good. But most of the time, that flipper will flip completely up out of the way, and you can take it out the top. But even so, take the grill panel off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 screws, and a bolt in each end takes it off. There's the old antenna, or what's left of it. Now you can't just put another mast on this. This was broke off down in it. So pretty much that's trash. Now if you look at this, see if I can't make a lot of noise here. If you notice this truck's been painted a time or two. Its original color is this pale yellow, which we're not going to leave at that. I don't know what color it's going to be yet. I hadn't decided. If you notice, there's lots of rust and loose paint, and we're just going to call that crap. That's kind of what it is. It's tree sap and crud, so tree sap plus crud equals crap. Anyway, I'll take a little note from a little YouTube channel I watch. It's called Bicycle Garage, and Mr. Derrick tells us all kinds of neat things. I suggest you go check it out if you enjoy this kind of stuff. But on trucks like this, clean them up, especially if you're not trying to save the paint per se, or if you say you want a certain amount of patina. It's actually real simple. You take an SOS pad, steel wool pad, whatever, the ones with the soap in them. If you'll notice, these are Walmart specials here. $1.28 a box, cheap. And a bucket of water. It's just like wet sanding. You get that thing good and wet, and you get started here. You can already see it starting to move. This also will remove some surface rust. Not heavy rust, but light rust. The thing to remember is keep your pad wet. You see it's taking up all that was flaky paint. You're starting to see the color, the original color of the truck under it. But you'll also notice all that crud, tree saps are going away. And here in just a minute, we're going to put the water hose on it so you can see what I'm saying. Now, you notice that was just what? 30 seconds, 45 maybe? Now, seriously, you saw just 30, 45 seconds worth of scrubbing, which ain't much. Look at the difference already. You saw how cruddy it was. Now, it's by no stretch done. But we can see now where we're at. So notice we'll just a little more scrub in here. You can see the soap coming out of the soap pad. Well, that's good because that helps cut that stuff. Now, I wouldn't recommend sanding a truck this way, but if you want to clean it up, maybe you want to make it look halfway decent, throw some matte clear or something on it to kind of preserve the patina. This is the way to go. Okay, just a few more seconds hitting that there. Now look at it. Okay. Go ahead and run across with this pad. You can see the other spots on it. You can see how bad it is down there. Well, all I'm going to do is run across the whole thing here real quick. Just to, now I'm literally, this is a one pass. That's all I'm doing here, just to show y'all. Nothing really hard about this. I suggest wearing gloves if you don't have calloused hands because the soap will eat into you with the steel wool. I'm just going to work our way across. Like I said, this is by no stretch a finished product here. This is just first step in starting to get There's nothing else but tree sap and stuff on it. But you're going to see a whole different color come out here in a minute. Because remember all that rust across here? That's going to look different. And if it dries on you a little bit, that's okay. Because right now it's, I think, about 102 degrees out here, if I'm not mistaken. And the real field temperature is probably about 110. So we're in the shade inside the little makeshift garage here we got. If you want to call it that. It's a open area. We kind of throwed some pallets up and made us some small walls on it to help keep us out of the sun, out of the rain. This top's really, really bad. It's definitely going to have paint. So that's down the road. We'll figure out what we're doing with it, what color we'll make it, I should say. I know what we're doing with it. Now, you've seen some series with us working on, let's see how bad this is right here. You've seen the series of us working on the springs and stuff. If you'll notice, the springs are all in it now. Bolts aren't tight yet, letting everything kind of settle into place. But we get it on foam rear suspension now. Do a bunch of jacks and blocks and crap with good springs on it. Now, here's the thing I forgot to mention. Remember what that looked like when I started? I didn't get very far, did I? You're going to go through a lot of them. But that's okay. They're cheap. And your hands will be pretty and sparkly clean when you're done if you're not wearing gloves. But it does wear, the steel wool wears down. It gets full of the crap that comes off here, the paint, the old tree sap, all that stuff. Once again, y'all can see, I'm not really working very hard on this. I guess that depends on your definition of hard. Basically, just scrub it real good. And that's probably as far as we're going to go right now, for video purposes, anyway. Turn the water back. I'm going to rinse it off here so you get an idea. We took a bunch of that surface rust off. There's still rust on it. Don't make any mistakes there, but if you look, there's a lot less than there was. The white paint's showing up decently. As you see the good old pea green underneath it. That was a real popular color. And ugly this was. Now look at it. That was just with a quick scrub. Made a funny observance before I go too. Y'all all know this square body movement we've been working on all this time. It's kind of been one of the crowd favorites. My small crowd that watches me. And of course the interior wasn't painted on that truck. When I got the truck it was maroon. And then we got to noticing underneath that paint, the original color is this. So I got two trucks, the factory color of that. I guess if you count the 77 long bed, we got three. Really unusual. I hope this sheds a little light on things. Like I said, the initial cleanup's great. Now if you're trying to salvage paint and make it shiny, not the way to go. But if you want to preserve a little patina, knock a little bit of the surface rust off and get the crap off of it, look at it, it almost shines. Probably won't be so much when it dries, but either way, I started on this truck. You kind of get an idea. If I did the roof and the one door was right down here, not been done. You see the surface rust and all that across there? All of it looked like that. Now look at it. The door, that door looked worse than this. And that's just with SOS padding. So hopefully, if y'all are out there trying to play one of these old trucks, and I do suggest don't junk these things out, build these things. They're a lot of fun. If you got children, which I do, and my youngest is helping film right now, she gets excited about this stuff too. It's a great way to spend quality time together. Yeah, you're going to get dirty. Yeah, you're probably going to get frustrated at times. But look what you're preserving. It's a piece of Americana. I know it looks rough now, but I promise you, she'll look good when we're done. And you can do that too. It ain't got to be perfect. Paint ain't got to be spotless. Just put it together and drive it. Have fun with it. That's the whole idea. Thanks for watching. More to come.